Gentlemen. Is it okay? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. After a fabulous and hectic day of meetings and exchange of ideas, decision making, etc., it's time for a well-earned, well-deserved evening of dance, music, fashion, cocktails and dinner. I, Lakshmi Ishwar, Vice Chair, FICCI FLO Bangalore Chapter, take immense pleasure in welcoming our National President, Ms. Archana Garodia Gupta ji, all the past presidents and the governing body members, and all our members and distinguished guests to a beautiful evening of appreciation and enjoyment of our rich cultural heritage, which encompasses dance, music, jewelry, weaves, and much more. We begin the evening with a dance recital, Glimpses of Bharatanatyam, by renowned classical dancer Vani Ganapathy. Vani Ganapathy started training in classical dance when she was just 4 years old under her guru T.A. Rajalakshmi in Calcutta. She performed her Arangetram at the tender age of 7. From then on, the art form took a special place in her life, inseparable and supportive. After her parents moved to Bombay, Vani started her training under the tutelage of Gurus Mahalingam Pillai, Govindaraja Pillai, and Kalyana Sundaram. She used to perform with her sister Meera at this time. Vani then moved to the Mecca of Bharatanatyam, Chennai. She is today counted amongst the top Bharatanatyam dancers of India. Vani has danced all over India and in several countries abroad, and has performed for many dignitaries from India and abroad. But she has made Bangalore her home. She has founded a dance academy, Sanchari. This evening, it is my pleasure to welcome on stage world-renowned classical dancer and good friend, Vani Ganapathy. Vani.
Namaskar, good evening. I don't know the protocol that I should actually be addressing all those who've gathered here today. But for me, every one of you is special. And I feel very proud to be a woman, to see so many women entrepreneurs who are taking huge strides in their professions. And I always felt that women, if they are successful through childhood, in their studies, in anything that they take up, then as they become entrepreneurs, they will be as successful. I have always believed that if you're successful in one, you cannot fail in others. And that's what I always tell my students, that if you are successful in your academics, you'll be as successful in your dance, music, and whatever else you take up. Today I'm going to take you through a very, very short journey, just a glimpse of what Bharatanatyam is. But instead of just doing a performance for you, I will be definitely performing one piece. Instead of just doing a performance, I thought I'd first take you through the learning process of Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam is one of the oldest classical dance forms and originated from the temples of South India. You see the codified forms, the codified mudras, the codified movements in the sculptures and frescoes of many of the temples of Tamil Nadu, mainly the temple of Chidambaram. Most of you must be knowing that the dancing god is Lord Nataraja, of course with his leg lifted. One of my senior student will be performing a piece on Lord Nataraja. It is said that Nataraja is the cosmic dancer. And when the bells from the ghungurus on his feet scattered, it created such a beautiful sound of tat, bhit, tom, nam. Finally, dance, music, and rhythm are permutations and combinations of these four syllables. For example, tat, bhit, tom, nam is 1, 2, 3, 4. So in dance we would use it as takka dhimmi takka jhunnu, which is the beat that we call chatushram, which is made of 4 beats. The other, same tat dit tom nam, if it is used as 3, tat dit tom nam, tat dit tom nam, tat dit tom nam, tat dit tom nam. So it is how you place the beats. And we have something called the 5 different beats which are basic to dance, music, and rhythm. Is Chatushram, which is 4 beats, Tishram, which is 3 beats, Kantam, which is 5 beats, Sankirnam, which is 9 beats, and Mishram, which is 7 beats. It is not necessarily taught in the rising or descending order. It is said in Chatushram, Tishram, Mishram, Kantam, Sankirnam. A dance is made up of 3 most important aspects. Nritta, that is the pure dance, which is done just for its sheer beauty with the corresponding footwork and hand gestures. Then there is Nritya, which is expressional but with rhythm and with the same hand gestures which were used in Nritta. And finally is Natya. Natya is the dramatic element of dance, which all of you know is drama, Natya. So these 3 aspects actually make up Indian classical dance. It is true for all classical dance forms. In Bharatanatyam, they are very evenly spaced, very evenly proportioned, without giving too much importance to just one aspect. But when children do it, we give more importance to Nritta, that is the pure dance, because for that you need a lot of stamina. When slightly older students do it, the importance given is to Nritta and Nritya. Nritya being where you need much more stamina, and the facial expressions, abhinaya, is first introduced. And for very senior dancers, Natya plays a very, very important part, because it's a very strange situation. When you're very young, you have stamina, but you don't have the experience. When you're very old, you have the experience, but you don't have the stamina. So what happens is in that middle timing, when you have both the experience and the stamina. And that's the period that most of the dancers use to build up their careers. Now, I started, as she said, at the age of 4. So I have a student who is a 4-year-old, who started as a 4-year-old, now she's 5. And just to demonstrate how we first start them. Dhriti, come darling. Come baby. This is my student Dhriti. Okay, Dhriti. Now, show them how you open the class. Sit nicely. 1, 2, look in front. Okay, now we start with come. Now the first step, how do we start? Sit. Face in front. 1, 2. Tei, ya, tei. Sit darling. Tei, ya, tei. Smile. Tei, ya, tei. Tei, ya, tei. Fast. Tei, ya, tei. Tei, ya, tei. Look in front. Tei. Very nice. Tei. Okay? Now, we'll do 3. Start. 1, 2. Tei. Tei. Ta. Sitting. Open your knees. Tei. Tei. Ta. Fast. Tei. Tei. Ta. Sit, baby. Sit. Tei. Tei. Ta. Tei. Tei. Ta. Fast. Tei. Tei. Ta. Tei. Tei. Ta. Tei. Tei. Ta. Tei. Tei. Ta.